name's Carly. As an arts media student who is coming towards the end of my degree, it's beneficial to look back and reflect on everything I've learnt from my course in the past 3 years. At Macquarie University, the Bachelor of Arts Media outline, presented on the screen, displays skill sets that students will gain from completing the course. This is an analysis of 5 significant projects that I have completed throughout the degree, and how they have impacted my learning about the media and communications industry. In the first semester of second year, I undertook a radio production course. The course introduced students to the radio broadcasting industry, where we learnt about the history, ethics and practical components of radio. The final project required us to utilise our skills learnt in the course. Such skills included recording, producing, script writing, interviewing, story research and construction. As a pair, my partner and I created an 8-minute long feature about the positive and negative use of illicit drugs amongst our youth culture. The feature included multiple interviews of individuals who described their positive and negative experience with drugs. Furthermore, we had Dr. Wynne, a professor from Macquarie, talk to us about the theories of drug use and how certain people and settings can alter the drug experience. With an intriguing story filled with voiceovers, expert advice, public interviews, music and sound effects, we successfully created a feature that reflected the skills learnt in class. Although we achieved good marks for the piece, it was clear that our digital editing skills needed a lot more work. However, considering it was our first digital production of the degree, we did quite well and received high marks. This project taught me a lot about the work that goes into planning, researching and producing a feature that is entirely your own, and as the first digital project, it gave me an insight into what's ahead for the creative units of my degree. Here is the snippet of the piece called Drugs in Our Youth Culture.
People have common misconceptions that MDMA is a translucent drug that can alter the reality of your mind, but in a negative way.
I'm Lisa Wynne. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Anthropology at Macquarie University.
I did LSD a few times and you cop good and bad experience with LSD.
ICOM 201 was a unit I completed in the second year of my degree in second semester. Based on international television, the unit examined television programs and the way they are constructed, distributed and viewed by different audiences from around the globe. Globalization, distribution models and interpretive practices were also explored. This project was an ethnography which required me to critically assess and report about individuals and their television viewing habits over a period of 3 weeks. I studied the impact it had on individuals and the family household. This research showed a strong association between television and how it shapes the contingencies of daily life. This project was intriguing as it was much like a social experiment. I was able to link theories learnt in class and see it firsthand when observing the 2 families. Such theories included Wilson's gratification theory, cultural proximity, and the techno-determinist theory. Not only did this project fulfill the unit objectives, but it also gave me a hands-on experience on what it's like to critically examine media cultures. Interestingly, this project ticked off a few of the course objectives in one hit. Most importantly, it allowed me to recognise and apply local and international perspectives to media and creative practices. Although I found this project challenging, as I had to devote time to research and interpret the TV practices, I believe it has given me a whole new outlook as to how television has impacted our culture. In the second semester of second year, I continued my education in the field of radio by doing the unit Radio Broadcasting. This unit built upon the core principles and practices learned in MAS 206, but extended the experience and knowledge through actual live broadcast situations and professional roles. Moreover, the unit delved deeper into creative thinking for producing radio features and documentaries. This project was another feature that was a creative reflection on society through an original story about the life of a trolley. The life of a trolley was a quirky idea, reflecting upon society and the deep values, aspirations, and problems we can endure. Here is a tiny snippet of the work.
Attention all customers. Trolleys are provided for your shopping convenience.
I'm not running as smoothly as I once did.
But at my age and my condition, I find it very hard to get pushed back up and go
Fill
down
me
again.
up, unpack me, and lock me up. Fill me up.
To them, I'm just broken.
This project really gave me a chance to harness my creativity and think outside the box. In the world of media, and radio specifically, there is a constant demand to come up with new ideas to entertain and grab attention from audiences. And this was a perfect way to practice. With a time limit, theme, and group to work with, this project allowed me to successfully create a piece of work under real-life pressures. I believe that practical assignments like this were crucial to my learning in the degree. Following from the trolley project, I also completed another major project in the MAS 207 unit, which involved me working in a team to create a 3-hour live radio show. A key unit objective was to gain a broad understanding of radio journalism and the corporate techniques used to creating live-to-air program material. Over 8 weeks, our class planned an entire show based around the theme of food. Each class member had a specific corporate role, and mine was to be in charge of the advertising and public relations. Throughout the 8 weeks, I carefully planned and developed strategies to promote the show so that we could attract as many listeners as possible. Techniques included Facebook, Twitter, and newsletter announcements. I also created an online promo video to promote the show.
We're ready to serve on 2SER this Wednesday from 9 till midday.
We've got successful bands, Bad Pony and Chicks Who Love Guns, unsuccessful bands, Chevik?
I think it's Chavik. We've got craft beer, fads, and much more this Wednesday from 9 till 12.
I found that this assignment really tested my marketing and PR capabilities. As a second-year student, I hadn't undertaken any PR units yet, so I had to do my own research on tactical approaches. However, this project made me independent and set me up for future public relations assignments in the media degree. The publicity for the show was a success, and as previously mentioned, the hands-on experience has really shaped me as a student, as I now know my capabilities and what I need to improve on in the world of PR and marketing. I thoroughly enjoyed working in the radio industry, and I know from this assignment that the PR and marketing role I had would be a great career path for me when I finish my degree. Finally, I have chosen to discuss my recent public relations strategy project in the MAS 390 unit. This was an interesting project as we had to develop a communication strategy for a real-life client, the Wilderness Society. The environmental organisation needed a communication plan to help raise awareness about the detrimental effects of coal seam gas plants in Australia. For this project, we were to work as a small PR agency pitching for this organisation. As a result, we constructed a communication plan based around the public relations strategies learnt in previous units. Such theories included Grunig's two-way symmetrical theory on audience response and Walter's TARS theory on ethical communication and evaluation. We then presented the proposal in a professional manner to the client, which was very successful as they said they loved our strategy. I would say that throughout my whole degree, this assignment was the most beneficial. This is because we really did get to experience what it's like working in the media and PR industry in a professional business setting. With combined feedback from tutors and the client, it was notable that the success of the project was due to the well-rounded knowledge I have gained from performance, PR and media from my degree. Although my subjects were quite diverse, I have gained an overall sense of how to use media platforms efficiently to suit different cultures and how to perform, whether that be on radio or a class presentation. These 5 projects are derived from a diverse range of units that I undertook during the degree, all of which contribute to the well-rounded knowledge I have gained from studying media at Macquarie University.